start this interview because I'm really afraid something else is going to go awry. So, Raven, thank you so much. I really, really am sorry for this. Okay. I don't know how many
Okay.
people will be here, but we can
You just
tape it and put it back on. So, Raven, I thank you for coming on here and for tolerating, our fumbling through this. But you have been such an inspiration to not only to me, but I don't know if you've read some of the comments. I mean, so I really was looking
yes.
forward to getting you on here to interview you.
Well, people's comments are inspiration for me. They keep me going. Otherwise, I feel like I'm out here, doing crazy stuff.
No, it's not crazy stuff.
So it's
We love it. But so let me ask you, what you're 78 years old now?
yes, soon to
Okay.
be 79.
Oh, you're going to be 79. Wow. Okay. So what made you decide to start this nomadic adventure at your age?
It's breaking up.
What made you
Mm.
decide to start this at your age? I'm trying to get both of us in here.
Trying to get out and do this. About I was 74, and I was living in New Hampshire, and I came across Bob Wells's cheap RV, and so from that moment on, I've been trying to get out there to do this. Life stuff got in the way, and I am now
Hmm.
free to do whatever I want to. I don't have to take care of anybody. I don't have any commitments at
Just
all except
Raleigh.
Rowley and me.
Raleigh, yes. Well,
Yeah,
good for you. So
Rowley.
I've been
Seriously.
following along. Is he there?
Yeah, he is. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Aw,
You could sit here. Say
he's a cutie.
which way does it go? Yeah, he is.
Hi, Betsy. So, um, now
Yeah.
he loves camping, right?
He loves it. Oh my gosh. He doesn't want to come back here.
I know.
Absolutely doesn't want to come back to the sploosh.
I just saw your last video. So he likes to run free. So, or do you have another trip
Oh
scheduled
yeah.
coming up? Okay, tell us about that.
I didn't I didn't hear that last part.
Tell us about your next trip coming up.
Oh, I don't know. I think I made a decision today to do the WRTR. Um, I think I want to leave January 1st-ish, 3rd-ish, something like that, to get there before the WRTR. The thing is that
What's
I made up a list of choices. There's a whole page full of, I don't know if you could see that. No, you can't. Okay. There's a whole page of choices life choices that I have to make. Either I ultimately end up in a senior housing or I get up and do something. Now I can get up and do something right now. I can wait a couple of months. I could, different things. But all of it comes down to I've got to make a move. You know. So the point was, do I go right now and go out, let's say in Boondock in the area around me, because around me is 90 some odd million acres of BLM land. And, I mean, Nevada is almost all BLM land, uh, and then try, stay close to where I'm at so I can get mail and, packages and check in and do laundry and take a shower. I could always come back to the park like once a week or whatever and just park like across the street, to try it out and save some money, or stay here, keep paying lot rent, and then try and go out to, let's say, the WRTR. And I had said that originally that I wanted to go out on December 1st full time. I talked to my daughter, oldest daughter, who is scared to death and probably wants me to stay here forever. But I can't do that. She wants me to be safe. So
Yes.
she's okay with the caravans, So,
Is
so
that
I'm
what that
thinking
is? The WTR is the women's caravan?
it's the women's rubber tramp rendezvous. And
Wow.
this
I
and
love the
it's going to
name.
be it's what's it, Home on Wheels Alliance. Bob Wells's website, Cheap RV Living, will tell you all about it.
You know,
And this
I told
meeting
you
reports up.
I told you that bigger fish were going to come and put you on an interview, and I'm thinking it's going to be Bob. I'm
That'd be
just saying.
nice. I personally would like to
It would
thank
be.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're going to be doing many more interviews. Just, hopefully they'll be way better than this one with the technical problems. So,
Okay. Technical
and that's
problems
another
are there.
thing I really want to give you credit for, Raven, is, YouTube is not easy. Okay. I'm 60 years old. And I lost my job in February and threw myself into YouTube and learning YouTube. And it was a challenge. It really was. And how do you know how to do all this stuff?
Well, I went on YouTube and learned how to do it. I mean, I tried everything
Well,
I could think of. Uh, to find out other people's stats, what people's keywords are. I kept learning, and there's stuff I didn't understand. It was like a foreign language to begin with, but you learn
exactly.
little bit by little bit, and then you say, "Oh, that's what it means," and you keep going,
Mhm.
and I keep learning every day.
So
It's
I
kind of
am
fun,
very
actually.
impressed.
I
It is,
like
but it's
the
hard.
editing
It's
part.
hard in the beginning. I'm very impressed that you picked it up
Yes,
like that.
yes.
You, I believe, your mind is very sharp, because this is not always the easiest thing to learn. And when we get older, it's more difficult to learn new things. So I give you a lot of credit for that. You're an inspiration with that too. So getting back to what your daughter, I understand why your daughter would be concerned with you going out there. Um, in the groups, I think she would be, I would be better with it. But so what is your thinking? You're just going to go out with the groups?
Well, see, now that's another thing. My original thought was that I would just hang out up and down the West Coast. There's a group that travels up and down the East Coast too. But anyway, I'm on the West Coast, so I figured I would do that. And then I said, well, no, I want to see some stuff. I don't see any reason why I can't go out and boondock wherever I feel like it, whenever I feel like it, as long as I take safety precautions and try and be safe. My daughter doesn't like that at all. Let me see. Some of the other choices I had, there was a lot of different choices that I could do. So I just decided that I'll stay with the caravans for now because I
Mhm.
really don't know the ropes. I really don't know how to
Right.
pick out spots and that kind of thing. So I might as well go learn from the people who know.
But good idea. Good. No, you can stay where you're at right now.
Right now, yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
live full time in a fifth wheel in an RV park. It's a
Okay.
beautiful park. It's a 5-star resort.
I,
Still
you know what?
feels like a
I
little
knew
town.
it was. I knew it was because when you said that you couldn't bring your cargo in there because it needed an RVIA sticker, I knew right away
Right,
it had to be a really nice park because they're the ones who are usually they won't take it anything if they don't have that sticker.
right, right.
The
I
the
can't even
nicer
really
parks.
park. I can't
Yeah.
do any kind of surgery on it in the park. I have to take it outside. So if I want to put windows in, I have to take it out and do the windows outside of the park. I can't even do it, the windows construction in storage area. It has to be outside of the park.
Wow.
Yeah, there are places that are really snooty. You know, they insist that both I and the dog be housebroken and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Right, that's rough, huh?
So let me ask you. Not, I am impressed so many ways. Okay, so I'm impressed with the camping stuff, the Nomad. You never really camped before, did you? Now,
No, never.
okay.
No,
So
no, not
again,
at all. No.
not at all.
Well,
And
not
you went
even.
out.
When I was a kid, I went away for 1 year. I went to the oh gosh, what was it called? They took the city kids out of the city and they stuck them in the woods. Can't
Oh,
remember what it was,
Fresh air
but it was only for
program.
2 weeks. Fresh air fun. That's right. Right.
Yeah.
uh,
I went for the fresh air
no.
for 2 weeks once. That was my total camping experience.
Wow. And how long have you lived in your fifth wheel?
2 years.
2 years.
I
Okay.
bought it to
And you originally had
yeah.
bought the cargo to go in there.
Yeah. Yes. Well, no. I had a 35-foot Class A that I drove cross country from New Hampshire to here to Nevada. And
Okay.
I was living with my wife at the time. And we broke up.
Okay.
And actually, I left in the middle of the night. And I got in the car. So I said, well, I've got enough money. I can afford a cargo trailer. I can fix it up. I could do that kind of stuff. So I bought the cargo trailer and stuff to go in it and that kind of stuff. Then I found out that I couldn't keep it here. So in order to have some place to live, I bought the fifth wheel.
Okay.
So, but I
All
still
right. So
travel,
you're living
with
in a fifth
cargo
wheel,
trips.
but it's not roadworthy, and you really haven't been on the road with it.
Right.
Okay.
I can't take it on the road. It's not roadworthy in the slightest.
Right. So
The
I've been
slides don't
following.
well.
Okay.
Okay. I've been following along, and I saw your maiden trip in the cargo, which I loved. So you were petting a burro.
I was doing what?
Was that a donkey? A burro?
Yes, a burro. Yes.
A
Oh, that was
burro.
so cool.
Yeah.
That was just terrific. I mean, they let me walk right up to him and pet him on the nose. I mean, it was amazing. It
I
was
know.
so soft. Oh
Yeah,
goodness.
I was so happy that you got that experience, and I thought, wow, that is so cool. It's little things like that when you go out. So I wanted to hear how that
Yes.
trip was. I know that you had made a left turn instead of a right and wound up in like Vegas.
I I did a 4 hour drive to go 1 hour away
Okay, well, it was good driving
because I went an
experience.
hour in the room. Well, the thing is I had never towed the trailer before, so I got a real good lesson on how to deal with the trailer, how to back up, how to stop there, how all of that stuff that you need to know
Well,
that I didn't know before I did it.
I was going to ask you about that because I've never driven our trailer. Okay, so I give you a lot of credit for that. And when you went on the one trip, I think you had your tent. You were with the women's
Yeah,
caravan in somewhere in a desert. I'm not sure where it was. Is that Nevada or
right.
um?
It was Nevada, Level Canyon.
All right, and you guys weren't like that close to each other. So I was like, wow, I think I might have been a little
No,
scared there.
No,
I
I
think I
wasn't
would be
close to
afraid. I
anybody
don't
in
know.
this one either.
Really?
But there were
Okay.
women there who were close together, so it's a matter of choices, of what you want to
Well, I
do,
don't know what kind of
where you
animals
want
are
to
in the
be.
desert. I guess
Oh,
I would just
well,
think an
that
animal
depends
would
too
come by.
on where you're at. I mean, there's usually coyotes, there's snakes, scorpions, but
Yeah, it's
they have a
little
tendency
poisonous
to want
stuff.
to not be bothered.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to stay away from you, just as much as you want them to be away from you. So you
Okay. I
just,
get it.
don't go through the bushes and things like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep the dogs
But it
in
looked
early in
beautiful.
the spring time. It
And
was this country is amazingly beautiful.
mhm, it is. And you want to see the Milky Way.
This last trip, I actually saw the Milky Way, but I remember seeing the Milky Way in the Hayden Planetarium when I was a kid in New York City. And it was clear and it was beautiful and there's nothing up in the sky except stars. This time it was a little overcast and I wasn't really sure what I was looking at first.
Right.
So I saw it, so I can say, yeah, I saw it, but no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it the way I want to see it. So I'm
Right.
thinking
Well,
that I would really like to get out.
you'll have to go back. Look, I've got to watch my
So I
battery
said
on this phone now. See that?
Hmm.
I said I would like to go hang out at Death Valley for a while and see if I can see it clearly there.
Okay. That would probably be a great place. I don't know. We've never been out west, so hoping that we can pretty soon. But like you said, I think it's great that you're doing all this.
Yeah.
So where are you at with the conversion? Last time I watched, you were trying to put the blankets on the ceiling and for
Yeah.
insulation. So it looks like a project.
That's where well, my plan this week is to put in all the zip ties and try and do it again. This time, put in all the zip ties on the floor, put all the zip ties on the ceiling, and then connect them. It'd be easy to just pick it up and just connect them.
Right.
But I plan to do that this week. Today,
Okay.
I just
Can you
did
give me some?
the videos. I did all of the cooking for the Thanksgiving video, so I
Okay.
couldn't do that
Uh,
today.
I need the white cord for my phone. I'm sorry. My is that one right there? No, that's not for the phone. That's for the computer. No, no, honey, that's for the computer. I don't have one down here. So I have to have him go get my cord for the phone because now that I've been on my phone is dying. Major issues here today. So, um, so construction wise, are you making your cargo into like more of a permanent thing? Because you were a carpenter, you said, correct?
I would I would like to make it into a permanent um, trailer. Um, I have money issues. I'm a senior citizen. I've got money issues, and um, so I'm doing with what I got. You know how it is. You work with what you got, or the cheaper way to go, or the whatever it is. And as things go along and the money rolls in, you can replace things. Like for instance, I'm putting the padding up on the ceiling, but eventually maybe I'll put the pink foam up there or something to take down the walls and put insulate them.
Well,
But I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until I get it all.
yes. Well, I think the good thing about the cargos is you can do them pretty economically if you desire to, and I think so
Yeah.
far what you've done with the trailer is pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah. Hmm. Why? How come?
No, I'm sorry.
Looks like everybody else.
Well, you have everything in there that we do. You know, you have a bed and you're moving your bed in there, you said, right? And, you know, you have something to cook with and you know, or you have a toilet. It's just not permanent, but you have
Yes.
what everyone else has. So I would,
Right.
I would think you would like windows probably, and insulation would probably be the two most important things: the insulation on the ceiling and maybe a window or two.
Yeah.
And like you said,
And you put in the
you worked
windows.
as a carpenter.
It was a long, 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 long time ago.
Okay, that's what I was
You
going to
know,
say. Can you
long
do this
time ago.
work yourself?
I built a house. I built a yard, you know,
Okay,
but my daughters actually helped me build a house. So
wow. Well, now
those kind of things.
do you follow Betty Bear's Nomadic Travels?
Yes.
Okay, because
Yeah.
she's a
She's a
carpenter.
real
So,
carpenter. I'm a real carpenter.
oh, you're not a real
I
carpenter?
used to do rough carpentry. Yeah. I
Okay,
know how to use tools. I'm not scared to use tools. That's
yeah.
just all.
Well, that's great. So, you're learning as you go with this? I guess it's just like YouTube. You're learning as you go with
Yes.
the whole cargo and the whole camping experience.
Right.
What do your
Yeah.
family and friends think?
I personally think they think I'm a little off center. but but you know, they know that I'm straight, and so they try and keep me safe, and
Okay,
that's about
yes,
it.
yeah, being safe is, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they did
now,
have things maybe I should think about, you know.
You know,
So
being safe sure beats being gone. You know.
yes, um, you
yes,
know, being strange, being weird. I think I take that as a compliment, actually, because who wants to be quote like everyone else? But being safe, I think, is very important.
right.
So, um, so the next, so you said you're going out what, December or January? You said.
Probably January. I'm looking at January now. I had originally decided to go out December, but I let my daughter talk me out of it.
Okay.
So um,
And will
I'm
that
talking
be
myself
local
back
in the?
into it. No, I want to go down to Quartzsite to the women's WRTR, the
Where?
Women's
What
Rubber
state is
Dance.
that in?
It's in Quartzsite, Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona. Okay. Now, have you been there?
Nope,
Okay.
never.
All right. So you're going
It's
to
only
have all
it's
these
a
notes.
4 hour drive. Yeah, it's a
So
four
it's
hour drive, so
exciting,
it's not.
right? A 4 hour
Yeah,
drive.
yeah. It's okay. I've
Well,
done 8 hours at one time.
when I watched your one video, and I love your videos, and when I took thank you for letting me put them on, and you know, I didn't want to do just the cargo trailer because I love to hear you talk. When you were talking about, you know, should I go or shouldn't I go, and all the wisdom, and especially about the bee spray. Okay, that just cracked me up with the wasp spray. But you seem like you have so much wisdom, and I knew everybody would really like hearing that, and they do. And I really really appreciate that about you. That you seem like, you know, you go in deep and try to learn things, and you're insightful and try to figure things out. And you test your limits, and I think that's great. I think it keeps you young. I really do.
I think it comes out of having to do that when you got 4 kids and you're a single parent. You know,
Yeah.
and you got to feed the monsters. You got to put shoes on their feet. You know, you figure a way, and it's a habit. with me. I just got to figure a way. If I can't do it this way, there's got to be another way to do it. It just means that I found, 20 different ways to not do it, or maybe variations on those 20 ways. So
Mhm. So,
just
are
is.
there a lot of
And
RV
I
parks
think
where you're at?
actually, beg your
I'm
pardon?
sorry?
Say that again.
Are there a lot of RV parks where you're at? Like, could you move to another one if you
Yes,
needed to? Okay.
yes. There are 11 parks within 1 mile of me.
Okay. Because you were saying that you may go to a senior center. What? I don't know what
No,
that.
well, no, I was thinking of senior living when somewhere around this time next year, I'm going to really seriously run out of money. So
Okay.
I need to figure out something to do before then, which is why I'm figured let me try YouTube. At that point, I won't be able to afford to live here anymore.
Okay.
So I have choices. I can live in a senior housing, or I can live in the desert, for instance. I mean, by then I'll know how to do that. So that's living in the desert sounds a lot more interesting to me than living in senior housing.
Okay. But is it scary out there? Let me ask you that.
No, I have not found it scary. I've driven 3,000 miles cross country. I've lived in strange neighborhoods or neighborhoods that are not usual for me.
Hmm.
And I have never had a problem. I think most of the stuff you see on the news is on the news for sensationalism, and it's not reflective of the people of this country. I
That's
just
a
haven't had
really
a
good
problem.
point. Yeah. Well, so I am
So I stopped
hoping
watching the
that.
news.
Well, there you go. Yeah, the news is. You watch a lot of YouTube?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Do you watch a lot of YouTube?
Yeah, probably too much. Probably too much. I seem to be
All right,
lately
hang,
interested in ancient history. I don't know
hang
why.
on. I'm looking at some comments here. So Den is saying wasp spray will keep you safe. So I think you know Den, the cockeyed camper, too, right?
He just subscribed, I think, to my channel.
Yeah, yeah. I will have to finish watching this tomorrow. I have to get to bed. Okay. So see you, Dan. Take care. And unfortunately, I don't know how many people we have on here, and it would have been more, but that is a technical problem. But like I said, um, I don't know. I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, working on my computer, which is not even a year old. I don't understand it, but that's just the way it goes. Um, and I think if anything, it teaches us to roll with the punches, because I know you were getting a little bit stressed out, and I heard you sighing, and you're sighing when it's not working right, and then my anxiety's going up, and I'm like, please don't. Um, so I'm glad at least we got to salvage some of this interview.
Another day.
I'm sorry.
I said we could have done it another day if necessary.
We could have, yeah. And so, what I will be able to do, hopefully, which I was always able to do it before, was when I go live, I'm able to tape it and then put that up. Okay. So we'll be able to do that. But what I'm trying to do is let a lot of people know about you, because you are an inspiration, and trying to drive more people to your YouTube channel. I mean, it takes a lot to get monetized and everything. But in the meantime, we'll try to help as much as we can with sending people your way. I'm really hoping the big fish discover you. That's the Bob Wells and
Discover
stuff.
me.
We need.
Leave
Yep.
me alive.
Yeah, because Bob interviews
that would
people.
be
I've
nice.
seen him interview people, and you know, something like that would be wonderful. And it's not, you know, it's not just your age; it's just your whole spirit and everything. So, you know, I wish you the best in your journey and with YouTube and everything. Um,
Who knows? Maybe Jeff Bezos will watch this video and send you $1 million or something
so
to
we have John.
finish your trailer.
I'm sorry, John Page Jr. is watching from Washington State. Hi, John. Do you see the comments at all, Raven, or no?
I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying. You're breaking up big time.
Do
So I
do
didn't
you
hear
see the
exactly
comments
what you
of who's?
said or what
Do you see who's watching?
do I.
See any of the comments below?
I didn't get.
There's a gentleman named John Page Jr. who is watching. He's from Washington State, and he says hi. Are you understanding any of it?
Not really, no. Except
Yeah.
that.
Again, I apologize again. I feel horrible. I mean, every time we have a guest on, it's just a nightmare. And you know, I watch a lot of YouTube shows, and they run so smooth. Their live streams and everything. Although they say they don't a lot of times. So maybe we can try to do it again sometime when I can get everything to work right or whatever. But we are definitely following your journey along.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what's going on with this. All of a sudden.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. All right, so we are going to say goodnight then because we have very poor quality audio, and I don't know how many people are on here, but Raven, thank you so much again for coming on here. We appreciate it, and we wish you the best of luck.
You're welcome. I appreciate you asking me to come on. Thank you very much for that. Because I'm a tinier fish in this pond than you are.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You'll grow. All right, you take care. All right.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, everyone. Sorry about the quality. Take care.
Okay.